Oh, it's not a good start.
It's rough. It's
One,
so rough.
Devontae.
Oh
Two,
my god. Good
three,
lord.
four. Oh, wow.
Ah,
Both
the
defenses.
defenses.
Both defenses. So it would have been
Defenses.
two if it hadn't been for defense. But anyways,
Good
you got
grief.
Josh Dobbs. Remember, like a month ago, people were fighting me over Dobbs about how I said he's
Mhm.
Josh Dobbs. We're not doing this. He'll be good
Yeah.
for 2 or 3 games and then he'll suck. Look what. Guess what? He was good for 2 or 3 games and then he was replaced by Nick Mullins. That's how good he is. Nick
49
Mullins.
legend.
I said, I believe you said this as well. Sell Josh Dobbs. I know I certainly fucking did.
Yep.
It's funny. That's how much they hate Jaron Hall. I don't know why they don't cut him. They went to Nick fucking Mullins. Ugh.
I think just because Jaron Hall's on the rookie contract, so like he's cheap, whatever. But yeah, like you can definitely just get rid of him because it's not happening for him, unfortunately. Yeah,
All right,
this is a disaster.
63 yards from Josh Dobbs, 83 from Nick Mullins, not to be outdone by Aiden O'Connell, who puts up 171 yards and an interception. That's gross. Ugh. Running backs aren't much better. Ty Chandler, 12 carries, 35 yards, 3 for 7 through the air. 10 carries for 66 yards for Madison, but no touchdown for either. Made it kind of a crappy day. No touchdowns. Well, I guess no touchdowns in the game. Made it a crappy day for all of them. Josh Jacobs, 13 for 34. That's impressive. 2.9 yards per carry, if my math is correct. Devontae Adams somehow puts up 12 and a half fantasy points, 7 for 53. Impressive. 5 for 25 for Jacoby Myers, 3 for 46 for Hunter Renfrow. KJ Osborne goes 4 for 15. Justin Jefferson, 2 for 27 and left again with a chest injury. Not good. Oh, it says avoid severe injury. I thought it sounded like he was done, but
Yeah, he got hit on the side, so they were worried about his kidneys and stuff. But it seems like he's okay-ish. I don't know. It's just been a rough year for Jefferson.
I don't start players in their return from significantly long injuries, so I didn't have him in my lineup anyways. So it worked out well for me because I had him on my bench. So, I mean, I realized this was completely unrelated to his previous injury and was just luck, but either way, I'm glad I left him on my bench.
He got hung out to dry by his quarterback. It was rough.
Yeah, Addison 2 for 27. TJ Hawkinson goes 5 for 53. Michael Mayer 1 for 14. This fucking game is ugly. Greg Joseph puts up 2 fantasy points and is the best kicker in the game. Daniel Carlson, who was drafted as a top 5 consensus kicker, is kicker 25 on the year. I know most people don't have kickers and don't follow kickers. He may be one of the biggest busts this year at kicker I've seen in a long time. The Vikings and Raiders defenses were both good. I believe the Vikings were definitely on my streamer article. So that was a hit for me. I don't think I went Raiders because I'm not suicidal. So Vikings had an interception, 4 sacks, forced fumble, and 2 recoveries. The Raiders, 3 points allowed and 5 sacks. They got there. So the defenses were the star of the show here, maybe because both offenses suck. Both quarterbacks suck. So, like, Devontae Adams appears to be almost matchup proof or quarterback proof. TJ Hawkinson the same, but, like, these offenses, Chandler and Jacobs are risky. Jefferson, Addison, there's a lot of risky options here. Even Hawkinson, he put up a dud recently, didn't he? No, he didn't. Okay. So it looks like Hawkinson is pretty consistent here. Devontae Adams has been decent. He's been underwhelming, but like I want TJ Hawkinson in this game and nobody else.
Yeah, it's like him and Adams, the two that you can count on for floor plays if you're looking for that. But then, like the thing about this game is Dobbs shielded just how bad O'Connell was. Otherwise, we'd be walking away from this game talking about O'Connell's awful. But nobody's talking about just how bad
Dobbs was worse.
Yeah, exactly. So he's just saying O'Connell's not good. Rod Farma sucks, basically.
Somebody needs to get him a liter of cola.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, so it's gonna be a rough story. These guys in the playoffs. Hopefully they figure it out. I'm not even sure who they play. So Vegas plays the Chargers next week, so it's like the ideal matchup, and the Vikings play Cincinnati. So yeah, 2 defenses you could exploit. This is going to be interesting to see who's going to be startable, but it's really just Adams, Hawkinson, and who knows what's going on with Jefferson.
There's going to be a lot of teams or a lot of players from these 2 teams in the start-sit questions next week. I can guarantee that. Good matchup, shitty quarterbacks. Let's move on. I'm sick of this game already.
Yeah.